So hi guys, welcome back to today's video. So today's topic will be about, I'll be going through about 6 steps in order to achieve financial freedom in Malaysia. So I understand that everyone wants to achieve financial freedom. It's just a different level and standard of financial freedom. But I'm sure there are people who wants to achieve that but have no idea how to do it, or thinks that it's too difficult to do so. Some people don't even understand what financial freedom entails. So which is why this video is here to sort of help you in your financial freedom journey. So I hope that this video will be able to give you all clarity and give you all the focus to be able to focus on the important things and work your way towards that, and hopefully it will make the process of achieving financial freedom less daunting. So I'll be going over 6 baby steps, because I would like to make these steps sort of as simple and as straightforward as possible, so that you can focus on achieving them one at a time, and it will eventually bring you to the financial freedom that you want in Malaysia. So use these 6 steps to guide your financial journey. So different people will be at different steps at different stages of their life. So some of you may be at step 1, some of you may be at step 4, some of you may find that you are doing step 4 without actually completing step 1 or 2. So obviously do whatever is best in your situation, and I'm not saying that this is the only right way to do it, but if you feel overwhelmed and you want a place to start, I hope that this video is able to give you that, and you will be able to decide on your immediate actions to take. So the first step that I think it's important to start off with is to start having 1,000 ringgit in your emergency fund. So this emergency fund works as a financial buffer in the event of any unforeseen accidents or unforeseen expenses. So when you're starting out your journey here, it's normal to suffer a little bit before you can be able to save up one lump sum of 1,000 ringgit, especially if you are still young and even in your schooling years. Some examples of experiencing some sort of hardship would be, you might have to choose the cheapest option to go to work, you might have to share a living space with a housemate or roommate, and you might even have to take time off weekends to do a part-time job. So yes, these situations are not ideal, but in comparison to the emergency savings that you get and the kind of vulnerability you put yourself in if you don't even have an emergency fund, it's clearly quite obvious which choice you should take. So whatever you choose to do in order to get there, at least have 1,000 ringgit in your emergency fund. Of course, having more is better, especially for people with other financial commitments and families. But I feel that at the very least, 1,000 ringgit is a very good place to start. So of course, you don't have to be too strict on yourself to the point that you sacrifice your physical and mental health. That's not what I'm advocating here. What I'm advocating here is to be able to earn more income and save up more of your income and not spend it so lavishly. But it doesn't mean that you should force yourself to sort of eat cup noodles every single day, because that's just not healthy and that's not what I want to advocate. So step 2 will be to pay off debt. So usually this will take about a few months to a few years, depending on the kind of debt you have and the ability to repay them. So in Malaysia's context, 2 of the most common bad debt that people would have would be personal loans and credit card loans. So if you have those, don't wait to pay them off, because the faster you pay them off, the better. So for some people, they're able to do this together with step 1, and that's fine as well. So you can use the debt snowball method to pay your debt off. That's a method that I feel that's really quite effective. And if you are interested, I will create another video on different types of ways to repay your debt, and you can choose one that suits your personality. So you won't be alone in this journey, because a lot of Malaysians are going through this debt-free journey. So the key thing is to focus on cutting back unnecessary expenses and increasing income in order to get out of it. And the most important thing is you should avoid, by hook or by crook, getting into more bad debt. So it's not uncommon for people to have to go through step 1 all over again due to bad luck or other unforeseen financial expenses that you have. So dust yourself off and do it all over again. Don't beat yourself up over it, because accidents occur. So then we proceed to step 3, which is to build up 3 to 6 months of emergency savings. So this will usually take about a few months to a few years as well. So now that you've got your high interest debt paid off, you should start focusing on growing your financial buffer or savings. So that's 3 to 6 months of monthly expenses, not monthly income, because there are some people that even spend more than they earn. So of course you have to calculate your expenses and not just by income alone. At this step, it's okay to not rush yourself, in a sense you're not racing the clock. Of course, faster the better, but at this point of time, you just want to focus on having progress, because slow progress is better than no progress. So by this step, many people will have exhausted most of their money saving options for them or their family. So the next thing that they should really focus on is to grow their income, because there's only so much that you can save until everything else is the bare essentials you need. You should start focusing on earning more income so that you will be able to have more savings, and you don't have to live such a frugal life to the point that you just get exhausted and tired of it. So the fastest way to earn more money will be, of course, by having more income sources and getting a higher salary. So I'll create more videos in the future to talk about how to create more side income in your free time. So the money, in my opinion, should be saved in somewhere liquid and somewhere where you can sort of easily have access to it. Then we will proceed to step 4, which is investing your money. So the estimated time for this is your lifelong, or at the very least until you retire, because one should never stop investing. If you are efficient, you might have been investing in step 3 together with saving up, because then your savings will be able to generate more income. So, but the key thing to remember is whatever you do not skip step 1 or 2 to get here, because you need the financial buffer before you can make good investment decisions. So for some of us, step 4 requires the least actions, because they just need a standard automatic deduction system, be it weekly, bi-weekly, monthly or quarterly, and they just put it into the investment vehicle they prefer. So that will set them up for life. And I know some people will say that, EPF is sort of an automatic deduction system as well. But please keep that in mind, that EPF will never ever be enough to cover your retirement, especially if you want to retire early. And who knows whether you take out a portion of it for other expenses along the way of your life. So please don't just rely on your EPF, and focus on growing your investments in order to be able to retire early and achieve the financial freedom that you want. So there are many other videos that I go about talking about other investment vehicles, and so you can look through those videos and choose one that you're interested in. And of course, there are further upcoming videos that go into more details about teaching you how to invest as well. So step 5 and step 6 is sort of a combined step, where I feel that step 5 can be something like paying off your house or paying off your car, or any other big goal that you have. Similarly, step 6 can be saving up for next big goal, such as your marriage, kids' college if you are married already, and other big life goals like that. So the thing is, these steps are very flexible, because I know there are plenty of people out there, especially in the US, where people really advocate the importance of saving up for their money, their kids' education, their house mortgage. But the thing is, things are very different back here in Malaysia, because Malaysia's education system, I have to say, is less predatory than the US. And that's not a blanket statement, but it's generally true. And not everyone can also afford to buy a house in Malaysia due to the rapid increasing cost of living, and also how the property market sometimes is sort of overpriced. So not everyone would want or be able to afford to buy a house. Therefore, in step 5 or 6 is really flexible, because it's up to you to choose your own life goals. Make it saving up for your wedding, your honeymoon, even the next big upcoming trip that you want with your friends or family. Make it anything you want, any goals that motivate you going forward. So some of you may even have enough money to start a business kind of life goal, and that's fine as well. In fact, that's great. So even to the point where if you decide on going on a once-in-a-lifetime adventure, that's fine by me as well, as long as you know what you're saving up for and you work hard towards that goal. So there's also a portion of people who will be saying that, I don't know my life goals yet. That's fine as well. You don't have to have your life figured it out. So it's okay to always just change your mind later. You can even make your life goal save up enough money so that I can stop working for a year and explore what I want to do in life. Step 5 and 6 is really flexible, and there's no one thing that you can or cannot do. So at the end of the day, I have to be very realistic that achieving financial freedom is not easy at all. So some of you may get stuck at different steps, and some of you may have exceptionally bad luck that you have to start the whole process all over again. But at the very least, with this information, I hope that I'm able to ease your journey and help you all structure some baby steps and guide you all along the way, and let's grow together towards having being able to retire early and having the financial freedom that we want. So with that being said, we have come to the end of the video. So I hope you all enjoyed the video, and please do leave a like and subscribe to our channel. So thank you all for watching. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.